go. Ready? Action. Hi, Mrs. Jones. I'm Dawn. I'll be your aide today. Let me get my hands washed. Did you sleep good? You did? Very good. Well, would it be okay if we get you cleaned up? Great. I'm going to go gather all my supplies and then we'll get started with a little bed bath, okay? Got your collar in your hand. Very good. I'll pull my privacy curtain and I'll be back. Remember, no gloves until I get all ready to start my procedure. I'm back. You want to get in the habit of starting to look in here what you have so you know what you need to get. So I'm going to look and go, okay, I've got my basin. I've got soap. I've got lotion. And let's go see what else I need. I'll show you everything I have in here. You'll learn how to gather your stuff in the appropriate order so that you don't have to like try to figure out how to hold everything. If you don't think you can do this with one hand, go get your barrier first and lay it down. I've just done this enough to know how I need and what I need. So get your towel down and then you can set your stuff down on it, okay? So I have 4 towels. I have 3 towels here and 1 of my barrier. I have a bath blanket, a clean gown, 2 washcloths, and you can bring more than 2, but I only grabbed 2. Soap and lotion and my basin. Now I'm going to get my water, my warm water. For a bed bath, we want our temperature to be 110 to 115 degrees. So we really use water for our bed bath, so we want to get it to a good temperature. Table, I'm going to lift it up so it's at a good working height for me. I'm going to bring it around so I'm not walking and making unnecessary trips down and back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and raise my bed. I've already closed my privacy curtain, so. Alright, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to raise your bed. I always like to tell them when I'm going to raise their bed so they don't get startled when I go to raise it up. So I try to get in the habit of always telling them that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take your call light from you. Grab my hamper before I get her up. I like my hamper close so that I don't have to be walking and making unnecessary trips when I get dirty clothes, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and move my hamper over here. All right, Mrs. Jones. And however it works best for you. If you work better with it up here or right here, whatever is fine. You'll figure out what's best for you. And what, depending if you're right or left-handed. All right, we're gonna raise your bed. You won't give a bed bath very long with doing this, because you're gonna get really tired. Okay, so make sure you raise up your bed. All right. All right, you doing okay? Great. I'm gonna go ahead and get some. Lay my washcloth on each side. I like to get things set up a certain way, so I'm going to go ahead and get your bath blanket on you. Now, I could put gloves on right now if I wanted to, but I'm not dealing with any bodily fluids, so I'm going to wait. It's up to you. If at this point you want to put your gloves on, you can. I definitely don't want to put my gloves on and then go get my supplies, because then I'm getting them dirty, you know, before I work on my patient. So I'm going to go ahead and put my bath blanket on her, get her warm. Pull her sheet down. is I'm going, I don't want to untuck it. I just want to pull it down and fan fold it at the foot of the bed. That way when I'm done, all I have to do is pull it back up. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and have you sit up just a little bit, Mrs. Jones. I'm going to untie your gown. Good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and slip her gown off of her because I'm going to bathe her, so I want her dirty gown out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and slip it down. The key to a bed bath is keeping them covered. You don't want to expose them. I hate nothing more than I walk into a room and a patient's laying here completely naked and they're just bathing her. One, you're vulnerable. I don't want to be laying there naked. I don't want to be cold. So keep them covered. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and put your towels in place, Mrs. Jones. Now I have special places I like my towels. I like one here across my chest. I'll show you why when I get to it. One, you're gonna open up full length and you're gonna put here, I'll move this bath blanket. I'm gonna put here up the head of her bed, all the way down underneath her arm. I'm gonna tuck it in under her shoulder. Now, if I drip water, I drip it on the towel. I don't get her bedding wet. In real life, if I'm doing a bed bath on a patient, I'm probably going to change your bed linens too, okay? But for this, state testing takes little parts of skills and they just want to see that you're competent to take care of them. So although bed changing skills are another skill we could do for state, they're not going to combine them all, okay? So this is just, I'm going to put this here, keep my bed from getting dry. Now I could put it here and move it down with every step, but I like to work smarter, not harder. So if I just open it up, I'm set for the whole bed bath, okay? So now I've got one extra towel. I have one as my barrier, one across the bed here to keep the bedding dry, and one across the chest, and this is my dry towel, okay? All right, I'm gonna bring this back over here a little bit. I'm gonna keep my gown out of the way so I don't get it wet. Got my soap and my lotion. Now I can put on my gloves because I'm ready to start bathing, okay? Now you do not have to wear gloves for a bed bath in here, okay? State testing says it's okay. We know it's a mannequin. We don't have to. I do it. I just want to get in that habit, okay? 2 washcloths, one for rinsing and one for washing and one for rinsing. I always put my washing on my left, my rinsing on my right. That's just how I do it. You can do it however you feel better. I'm gonna get it wrung out, and I'm gonna touch it to her skin. Is that temperature okay, Mrs. Jones? Very good. All right, the very first thing I'm gonna do is wipe her eyes. You can make a mitt. Let me just show you. You can make a mitt like this. Okay, and make a mitt and wash. You don't have to make a mitt. I just like to fold mine up like this into small washcloths, okay? All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, Mrs. Jones, I'm gonna wash your eyes. So I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the inner to the outer part of your eye. So you wanna wipe inner, outer. So inner, outer. Then I'm gonna turn my washcloth over and wipe inner, outer, okay? Would you like soap on your face? Then the next thing you want to do is ask her, do you want soap on your face? My patient always says no, because that's one more step if she does want soap, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and wash her face, just like you'd wash your face. Very good. Doing okay? Is that temperature still good? Very good. Lay it there, take my dry towel, and I'm gonna pat dry. Go ahead and close your eyes for me. All right. We're gonna go in a systematic way. So after my face, I'm gonna move to my neck. Now, after the face, we go to soap, unless she wanted soap on her face. I'm gonna go ahead and wring it out. Get some soap. bit sudsy. All right, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to go ahead and clean your neck. Okay. Lay that there. Now I get my rinse one. All right, let's get that soap off. Very good. Let's dry it. So wash, rinse, dry, pat dry. Okay, so the next thing I do, chest. Okay, so I'm gonna, we never put the soap in the water, always just right on the washcloth. All right, let's do your chest. Now, I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing under here, even though I would do this under the blanket because I don't want to expose her. So the proper way to clean under a woman's breast, because you don't, you know, they're big chested, you've got to get under their breast. And so you don't want to just like go lift up their boob, okay? You use the side of your hand. So I'm going to reach under here and then, Mrs. Jones, you got some redness under your right breast. Does it hurt? Okay, I'll report that to the nurse. So then, splashing all over me. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse, lift up, lift up. Okay. Now, take my dry towel and I'm gonna dry, pat dry. Now, what I like specifically is the reason I like my towel here across the chest. It's not, you don't have to do that, but I like it because if I'm trying to reach down here to get to our abdomen next, that's a long reach. This way I can go between the two and I can hold it up and I can clean her abdomen without exposing her. Okay, so that's why I have it here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my, because after the chest, you're gonna do them in sections. So don't think you can do like the neck, chest, and abdomen all in one. Break it down into sections. Okay, more soap. Now let's clean your abdomen. So same thing, I'm just gonna wash your abdomen and I'm gonna tent this up so I don't expose her. Keep her warm. You still doing okay, Mrs. Jones? Temperature okay? Very good. If your water becomes too soapy or too cold during your bed bath, you change it. Okay. Which it won't, you just make sure it doesn't. Okay, now I'm gonna pat dry. All right, let's clean you back up. You don't wanna keep her from being exposed, okay? All right, so I've done eyes, face, neck, chest, abdomen. Now I'm gonna do the arm closest to me. Now this is what we call a partial bed bath. We're not doing a full bed bath here. We're just demonstrating to the proctor that we know how to give a bed bath, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and wash your arm now. Supporting it when you lift it up, don't just fling it around. Under your arm. Now you can even take this towel that's laying here and you can roll it over and you can use this to dry. Or you can take your dry towel and dry her, either way. Okay, very good. All right, Mrs. Jones, now we're about ready for your favorite part. This is where the bed bath stops on the front. Eyes, face, neck, chest, abdomen, arm. Closest to you. Don't do the other arm. They just want to see you know how to do it, okay? This one's the red. Mrs. Jones, now we're going to do your back, Okay, they want to see you do the back because they want a couple things. They want to see that you know how to roll her, and two, that you know how to do lotion on her back. So she's going to be under her blanket, and I would be doing this all under the blanket, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to move this to the side. What I do for my patient is I have them cross their arm. Go ahead and cross your arm, Mrs. Jones. Okay, this arm's on top. I'm going to pull up her side rail on that side. You can put a chair there. Just pretend there's a side rail. I'm going to have you lift this leg, Mrs. Jones. Now, I'm going to reach under her shoulder blade, and I'm going to grab this underneath her, across her chest, or her back, and grab this leg. And I'm going to roll her on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. As I roll her, I'm pulling her close to me. Okay, now this would all be done under the blankets. I'm not going to expose her to the world, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing. All right, Mrs. Jones, go ahead and get your arm. If you get her arm and her leg just about right, she stays up like a tripod. Kind of like a little tripod there. Now, of course, like I said, I would have done this all under the blankets and kept her exposed, just opening her back. I'm just going to leave her like this so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right, now my towel's still here on the side of the bed, so I'm good. So I don't have to worry about getting my bed wet. Of course, I'm going to get my soapy washcloth. I'm going to wash her back. Very good. Are you doing okay? I'm going to rinse. And now I'm going to get my dry towel that I stuck somewhere. I can go ahead and use this one. And I'm going to dry her because when I roll her back now, I don't need this towel here because I'm done. That's it. Oh, except for I'm going to do my lotion. Okay, so I like to take off my gloves at this point. You can leave them on if you want. I just like to take them off, my personal preference, and I'll show you why. But so I'm going to take them off the way I was taught, drop them in the trash, and go ahead and do our lotion. All right, Mrs. Jones, now for your favorite part, put some lotion in your hands. Get it warm. We always warm it up first because we don't want to get her cold. Put lotion everywhere. You're going to do some gliding strokes. Upper spine, down her side. Upper spine, down her side. Upper spine, down her side. Circular, some little circulars. Okay, that's pretty much all you have to do. Just some gliding strokes and then some circular motions. That's good. Okay? I'm going to take my towel that I put on the floor, that wasn't really on the floor, my dry towel, wipe off my hands, and I'm also going to wipe off the excess lotion. Very good. All right. Let's have you come on back, onto your back. And I would just help her on to roll back. And of course, again, all underneath the back blanket. She's not going to be exposed. Yeah, she just gave birth. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so that I would have not exposed her, but I wanted you all to see what I was doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get my towels out of the way. You doing okay? Let's get you situated here. All right, let's get you a clean gown. Even though these have snaps on them, a lot of them, this one doesn't, but we don't unsnap them. We just act like they don't snap, because for state testing, you won't be able to do that. Okay, I put my hand through it, I grab her hand, and then I pull through. Okay, very good. Let's have you sit up a little bit. Very good, you're doing great. up.